Hello, my name is Utku, and I'm a second year networking and IT security student. And this is my project for the computer architecture course. So, in this project, I covered the topic of the ARM processor. And the story of the ARM processor begins with a company called Acorn, which was founded in 1978 in England. Acorn's computers were very popular in the UK during the 80s, and they had some very successful products, most notably the BBC microcomputer, which they made for BBC, the British Broadcasting Company. And after the success of BBC Micro, they started to work on a project to develop a new CPU to power their desktop computers. This project became the ARM project, and they decided to use the RISC architecture instead of the CISC architecture, which was the common way to go around those times. And people really didn't think that it performance wise a RISC architectured CPU would be able to compete with a CISC architectured CPU in computers. But the ARM version 1, which is now referred to as the Acorn RISC PC, did comparably or arguably even better compared to the Intel 8286 CPU, which came about around those times. So performance wise, the ARM version 1 was better than anyone first expected. So they developed ARM version 2, which was in the Acorn Archimedes computer. Before the development of ARM version 3, something very significant happened. So Acorn couldn't afford the ARM project because they were struggling financially. And Apple wanted to make a new chip for their new product, Newton. So a new company called ARM was formed as a joint venture between Acorn Computers, Apple, and VLSI Technology. In contrast to popular belief, ARM the company does not make processors themselves. They simply own the design and the intellectual property of the ARM architecture, and they license these designs to companies so they can customize and tailor a processor for their product's needs. So the third version of the ARM processor was developed by this company, and it was used in Apple's Newton product, which officially marked the debut of the ARM processors in embedded systems. What was originally designed to support desktop systems was now a perfect fit for embedded systems because of its lesser power use compared to an x86 architecture, and also its less complexity. So ARM processors are still dominating the mobile industry today, and they are used in phones, but that does not mean that phones are the only places where ARM is used. In fact, the world's fastest computer, the Japanese Fujitsu Fugaku supercomputer, is using an ARM processor. And something very significant also happened recently. In late 2020, Apple released their new processor named Apple M1, and it's based on the ARM architecture, and it comes with the newest MacBooks. And when they were compared with Intel computers, they did comparably, or in some cases, even better. So besides the mobile industry, the in the future we can start seeing more ARM processors in computers. but that will depend on the performance, the demand, and software compatibility. But the future is definitely looking very interesting, and I'm intrigued to see what will happen next. And this was a quick overview of my report, of my project, and thank you for watching.